welcome to my channel. I am Miss T, and today I am progressing on the second video of my 4-part series on basically how I started my business. If you haven't seen the video before of how I started, please check out the video on the previous videos. And this is the second installment. So basically, the little background that I'd given you was that I had no savings and I had to come up with a business like in a short space of time. So today I'm basically giving you a bit of a chat on how I was able to raise the funds and start to advertise my business and have my first client. So without much delay, I actually bought a 2-choir, I don't know what it's called other name, but this is like the 2-choir exercise book that I bought for myself, and I actually jotted down like the full 2 weeks plan I had on how I will be able to execute, to plan my business, to advertise my business, and to have the very first client for myself. So for the first week, I realized, you know what? I basically have 2 things for my basic business. I have a car, well, my dad's car. I had that car. And secondly, I had the internet, and I had to make do with what I basically have. With the funds, with the support and everything else, I did not have. So I just decided, you know what, let me just make this work. So I created a couple of social media pages, mainly being Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Google Places. Note, Google Places is the best. If you do it properly, you will earn that first spot in all the searches. It has done wonders for me. It takes a while for them to post that postcard with the number in it, like a verification pin to send through. But once that is in place, I'm telling you, if you have searched, if you have chosen like the main keyword, it was a revolution for me. That much I can tell you. So yes, beside those, it was LinkedIn as well, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Instagram, and Pinterest. And then of course I couldn't afford to have my own website, so I used the Blogger. And the beautiful part about all of those things is that you can link each and every account onto another, so you don't have to necessarily post to each and every one of them like physically. But if you connect your Twitter, for instance, connect your Twitter to Facebook, to Instagram, to LinkedIn, for instance, you post to one, you're posting to all of them, and you are bound to find people that will follow you. And treat each of those social media as social as possible, in the sense that like other people's posts, comment in what they've got to say, things, I mean, have a positive input in there. And that is exactly what I did. So my plan was that each and every day of that 7 days, I was posting I had Google Alert. So each time a person posted onto their website, I will get the notification, I will go there, I will comment, I will read, I have a positive thing to say, you know. And eventually people start noticing you and knowing you, and eventually they will click onto your whatever channel that you're using, onto your link box basically. And it worked wonders for me. It really did. Honestly, it did. So I joined a lot of forums as well, like small business, female business, black business owned, yeah, those kind of forums, you know. And comment, be part of that social group, and they will love you back. That is a promise. So like I said, I did those pages and I posted, and that's how it flourished basically. Another good thing with Facebook as well is that you can schedule your post. So I didn't have much to post basically, so I had post quotes, you know. Did you know? motivating stuff, those kind of things that I posted up until I was ready to promote myself. Then I started doing that, and I followed a whole lot of people in my area, in my town, in my vicinity, so that when I'm ready to promote myself, they'll be able to see what I was promoting as well. So essentially, that's how I started everything for free. And then the second week basically was when I was ready to promote myself. So I was promoting what I am, like my main service and the product that I was selling basically. So I am in a business that provides a service. So that's exactly what I did. I promoted my service. In that time, I made a promotion that was difficult to turn down. It might have seemed like I was making a loss, but I was getting a first client on my door. And let me tell you, the offer was too good to resist. I had immediately 4 people in that week that booked, and I asked that they pay a 50% deposit to confirm their booking. And without argument, without anything, they paid that 50% deposit. And I'm sure you can guess what I did next. That's when I went and bought my product and the equipment that I needed for those services. Boy, did that work. The fact of the matter is that I invested each and every cent I got on each and every one of those bookings. There were few that would ask for references, and I will be honest and tell them upfront, I'm fairly new, I'm still building my business. I do not have the references that they're looking for. So it is entirely up to them whether they book with me or they move along to the next service. That I couldn't do much about. And then when people were booking, I would ask them for a referral. I would ask them to rate my service online. They could go on the Google Places and rate my service. They can go on the Facebook page and rate my service as well. So in that way, any other person wanting to know what I'm doing or wanting to know if I'm providing such a good service, they will be able to see from the previous customers of what kind of service I actually did. As the time progressed, I think I didn't pay myself for the good 3-4 months. Everything I was like investing back into the business and buying every other equipment that I needed. So the next step was to start designing my own website, which I was able to do. Google again and YouTube are fabulous for self-taught resources. I did not know a thing about designing a website, but I learned how to use WordPress. I learned how to do my graphics. I used a whole lot of other apps that people were recommending, and I taught myself basically how to do those things, and I'm quite happy with my website at the moment. So as you progress and able to pay some more money, you can use other paid templates, WordPress templates and things like to progress. But without any money, you can start your business. There is nothing stopping you from starting that business, let me tell you. And don't let any other person tell you otherwise. So yes, basically that is how I started my business, and those are the things that I basically used. Oh, one more thing as well, it's the whole staff story. Obviously, I couldn't pay any other qualified person to do or pay them the money that they expected. So what I did was I went to colleges, to universities that had students, second years, third years, and I had hired them on a part-time basis. And some of them I had them for their duration of studying. And my business has been up and running for 5 years now, and all is going well. I can afford to employ qualified people now. I still, for bigger events, use the students as well. But guys, it works. Let me tell you, you do not have to have so much of funding, so much of this. Get up now and do it. Next week, I will show you exactly list basically the resources that you need, that I have used, that I've seen work, and some of them I still use up until today. So be on the lookout for that. And Tasha, let me know as well how it's going. Give me a feedback on what I've told you so far, if it's working. And guys, please, I'm looking forward to hearing from you as well on how you started your own business, how you progress, how you brand, how you improve your business for that matter. And if you're able to share your pages so you can have a look as well. Other than that, Miss T says, Charios. We'll see you on the third video or the fourth series. Have a good day. Cheers.